No, I have just rejoined the meeting. Meeting. Yes. Hi everyone, and welcome to another AMA, and this time with Velocore solution. Let me introduce myself. I am Perry from Crypto Attacks, and joined today the founder of Velocore, Mr. Jerome. Hi Jerome, how are you doing today?
Nice to meet you, everyone. On behalf of Velocore, I'm CEO, co-founder of Velocore. I'm here to introduce our wonderful decks and wonderful chains that are layer 2 today. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to have you here, Jerome. So basically, we are doing this AMA to let everyone know about Velocore. Before we get deeply into Wellcore, let me tell the audience that we have divided this AMA into three sections. The first one will be the introductory part. The second will be as we have announced the AMA on Twitter. Many people have been constantly asking many questions related to Wellcore. So we have selected five random questions and then we'll go with one by one with all the questions. And in the third round, we'll be giving the audience who are watching us live right now on Binance Live to ask questions if they have any related to Velcore. Yes, so let's just straight get into this AMA. Let's just start with the introductory part, So just tell us about yourself and a short intro about Velcore.
Sure. Right. Velocore is a leading VE DAX on zk-Sync and Linium. So I think I should begin with explaining what is zk-Sync era and what is Linium, since I, as I've heard that many of the users are from BSC chain, not accustomed to layer twos. So zk-Sync era is a roll-up zk roll-up chain made by Metal Labs, which has been invested really a lot, like hundreds of millions of funded. And Linea is a chain made by Consensus, which made also MetaMask and Infura, which are both the largest product on Web3. So those two chains are the most promising chains, and they both are hinting about the potential airdrop in the future. And actually, Linea is actively distributing their proof of contribution in form of NFT. And starting next week, there will be a Linea Voyage, DeFi Voyage, and they will gonna distribute XP tokens directly to the users, which could be exchanged into the real linear governance token when there is a TGE, which will happen probably next year. So those we are on those layer two chains, and through the revolutionized AMM and VE system, we provide one-click compounding experience and vote bribe in real time without carrying the epoch. For those who are not well aware of the voting system of the Solidly, voting, we have our own token. We have our own token VC, and with VC, when they lock it, they have VEVC, which is a locked governance token, and with that, they could earn reward, which is generated by trading. So all the generated fees from the DEX goes to the token holders, exactly VE token holders. So it is a VE DEX. It is called VE DEX, and there are plenty of DEXs like Airdrum, Velodrum, and like Velocimeter, Ramses. Many other protocols are adapting these VE tokenomics based on curve. So we are one of VE DEXs that are a top VE DEX on zk-Sync era and Linea. So I would be happy to introduce further in the later questions.
Yes, definitely. Thank you for that, Jerome. This will definitely help us take this AMA forward. Now, my next question to you would be related to your experience that you are bringing to Velcore. How are you guys building the world within Velcore?
Yeah, it is quite related to the layer itself. Layer two, when it first launched, ZK Sync Era, we found out that there are no other DEXs that are providing this VE system. It is really crucial for the token projects and the other projects that are giving a token. Through VE DEXs, projects could relieve their burden of token emission and instead bribe on our DEX in various ways, not only with their tokens, to get a emission for their liquidity. So we help them bootstrapping their liquidity with more stable tokens instead of their volatile ones. So so we want to become a home of liquidities and home of projects on each chain we're in. So that's how we begun our uh, our Velocore. So at April, we launched our version one as a fork of Solidity, and since then we've been innovating our system, and we've launched our version two on August on both on Linear and ZK Sync. Which is totally improved version of the previous DEX. So we provide very gas optimized and optimal user experience.
Yes, amazing to know how you guys are building the world within the Wilcore and what experience are you bringing to the project. Now let's just talk about the goal and ultimate vision of your project. What is the ultimate vision and the goal your project is trying to achieve in this crypto market? It would be
Yeah,
great if you.
yeah. Eventually, we are building, keep building. Even if even after we've launched our version two, we're still building a new thing. The next milestone would be the concentrated liquidity. Integrating concentrated liquidity into VE system is not that easy because we have to interact with many contracts in gauges. Also, we don't want users to struggle through range settings, since many of the users aren't a good market maker themselves. So they just cannot earn enough with their liquidity if they have to manage them their own. So we are closely working with ALM partners that could really do the market making on behalf of users, so that users could actually earn something from the concentrated liquidity itself. Even an emission would be on top of it and not the sole gain. So we are finding those partners, and especially we are persuading them to launch on ZK Sync so that we could work together. So that'll be our huge milestone. That would boost our fee about 5 times. And next, we're gonna focus on cross-chain activities, like one-click deposit on this chain or on that chain, so that users could always get guaranteed of the highest APR with their same tokens. So we have many things to prepare and making many things. So expect us on the next move.
Amazing, I mean, and I would also appreciate if you could share any upcoming updates about Wilcore with us.
All right, let's maybe move on to the next one.
Okay, so this ends our introduction round. Let's just quickly move on to our second round. As I said in the beginning, that as we have announced our AMA on Twitter, many people have been asking many questions related to Wellcore. So we cannot answer all, so we have randomly selected some questions. So I'll be asking it one by one on behalf of the users.
Okay.
The first question is related to security. Security is the most important thing to consider when starting up a project or partnership. How secured is this project for users and investors? Because there's been a lot of hacking issues. So can we get information about your security measures?
Yeah, security is of course our topmost priority, and actually we've never been exploited for half a year for now. Since we launched in April, we've never been exploited, and also we got four audits for our original audit, not the audit of the original version, but audit on ourselves. So we got audit from Zokyo and Hacken, which is the most one of the most credited auditors in the field, and also Scalebeat and the Codorana auditors, bounty auditors for extra check, and we'll keep auditing ourselves when we make something. Also, the concentrated liquidity we are building on top of Algebra is also audited many times and currently also being additionally audited. So, yeah, security is one of our top priority.
Yes, and this solves and clarifies all the questions related to the security issues. Yes, so the next question is that if you could elaborate the mechanics of the smart vote button, how does it evaluate pools based on liquidity and bribe matrices, and how does it ensure a strategic vote distribution for an effortless voting experience?
Hmm. Yeah, since we've been changed to real time voting and reward system, you could always move your vote for the highest APR and optimize your earning. So to help that effort, we introduced this smart vote. If you play with it, it is really fun. We first calculate the total APR of the pools, and we also take into consideration of a TVL of the votes the pool get into the into consideration, so that for example some small pools that has only few votes but that has an small amount of bribe but has high APR because no one voted yet. In that case, if you enter the pool, the APR will easily go to near zero since it has so little bribe and vote. So in that case, we omit that pool in smart vote, and we calculate both current voting TVL and voting APR into account so that you could be guaranteed of the optimized result. So yeah, it you don't have to calculate yourself. It is really complex to handle your vote yourself. Eventually, maybe it is best to not even see what you're voting and just click smart vote and vote. And then at the claiming, you don't have to claim everything at one by one. You could just claim all through to the tokens you want to compound. So it is really a convenient experience.
Indeed, it is. Yes, so the third question would be about the revenue model. I mean, what is exactly the revenue model of Vercol? In which ways do you generate revenue, profit? So many projects just like to speak about the long-term vision and mission, but let's just talk about your short-term objectives. What are you focusing right now?
Yeah, I think it is quite overlapping question with the first one, but yeah, revenue model is of course we are a DAX, so we generate trading fee. So and it 100% goes to the voters, which is a token locker. So that is our revenue. And we are also just one of the token holders that are voting actively, so that we just get share of the revenue instead of getting a split revenue in a separate way. And for the short-term vision, yeah, we're currently focusing on implementing a concentrated liquidity. And in long term, we want to launch on many L2s and combine them into the smooth cross-chain features so that users could find us on any chain that is promising, and they could enjoy on any pools in cross-chain manner. And also we want to integrate, like we're currently a spot desk, but of course we have a dream to expand ourselves into perp or option or margin, so that users could leverage their position too.
Yes. My next question would be about many token-based initiatives struggle to deliver on their promises, leading to skepticism and eroding investor confidence. How does Velcore addresses these concerns and ensure transparency and reliability?
Yeah, discussion seems pretty much like a bot question, but first of all, I think many users would have seen our activeness on the socials and how we were trying to keep building. We didn't just launch and go away and start other project again and abandon again. Not that kind of people. We are interacting with many partners every day. We have like 3 to 5 partnership announcements per week, and keep drawing good partners into the chain we are in. And we are doing cross marketing activities a lot, and actually produce a new and innovative products, not just a fork. So I think that could be addressed easily.
So before we end the second round, we'll pick the last question. Now the question is related to about the Velcore token. The adoption of tokens into the ecosystem is one of the good things to increase its usability and spend. So what role does Velcore token play for the ecosystem?
Yeah, this is also a repetitive boat question, but first of all, token holders could lock their tokens and earn all the fees we generate in our platform. So it is the topmost utility that users could. Users are here to earn money, not like play with it. So we offer that, exactly that thing. We offer money for the token holders in terms of. With all the generated fees. So that'll be the Thomas usability.
This ends our second round. So let's just quickly move on to our third round. We'll be giving an audience who are watching us live on Binance to ask questions if they have anything related to Velcore.
Okay.
We'll just give them 30 seconds to
Yeah.
ask, and then
there,
I'll be picking up 5 random.
yeah, there are too many join the AMA message.
These are all related to boost to get reward, nothing else. See if you read the exact message, welcome to the moon. It is just related to the Velcore token so that you can reward them. If you are watching the live chat right now, you can also select,
Yeah.
and you just have to mention the
Hmm.
ID of the user so that we can reward him. If you could just
Okay.
screenshot the question and send it to Max, it will be great.
I think many people are asking about gaming projects, but we are not a gaming project. So, huh. Hmm. Hey, people, we're not a gaming space. Okay, I think we should start with a. Mm, hmm. Okay, let's answer Pang Pang's question about the long-term benefits for users. Yep, so it's quite. There are two sides: LPs and the token holders. So for the LPs, we offer very competitive APRs compared to other DEXs or other platforms. Uh, for example, we offer about 9 to 10% APR just in stables. And we also offer a single staking stable pools like USDT, USDC. You could stake in a single form, which is really convenient. And that'll be the long-term benefit for the LPs and for the token holders. And once again, we return 100% of our generated fees to the token holders. So you'd earn the actually generated yield, not just a token. You could earn Ethereum, USDC, the kind of blue chip tokens through generated through the swaps. Another, yeah, I think this one is the person. Okay.
Have you
What
screenshotted
is?
the first user?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying have you screenshotted the question and send it to Max because we have to reward him?
Could you
I
repeat that
told you in
again?
the beginning. Hello?
Okay. Yeah.
No,
I
no,
just
as I
answered.
told,
Yeah, I just answered Nguyen Pang Pang's question, and now I think we could answer to UC Suryadi's question.
no, what
Okay.
I'm asking is that, no, you can answer, but I'm just asking that have you write down or screenshotted the question so that we can reward the user?
Could you write it in Telegram? I'm not getting your answer, I think.
Just give me 1 minute.
Okay.
No, I'm just asking that have you copy pasted, have you copied the question you have just replied to because we
Ah,
have to rip, right.
a word. Yeah. Okay. I'll copy that.
Yes, so we
Uh,
are, in the end we have to reward the user actually.
okay. Didn't know that.
I was not
I'll just copy
getting
the
this
name.
word copy.
I cannot find exact messages, but he's actually
No worries, no. We'll just read
yeah.
that question.
This is his ID. Okay, maybe you could pick one too.
Yeah, I have selected one. Just we just now. So the user wants to know what are the use cases of token in your platform?
Let's keep the question I've answered too many times during the AMA. So
No worries, we'll pick another one. Just leave it.
okay. Let me pick one. Okay. Yeah, this one to do. What is the purpose of migrating version 1 to version 2? And combined with what's the difference between VC and VVC? Okay. Uh, I, yeah, so purpose of
Sorry
migration,
to
of course, yeah.
no, sorry to interrupt, Jerome. I also need the Telegram username with questions, so we can reward him.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so purpose of migrating, of course, to improve ourselves. We cannot just upgrade our contract to implement new features in V2. It is completely different platform, and we've renovated the whole AMM system. We have renovated the whole VE system, so it is we cannot use the old contract. And what's the difference between VC and VC? When you lock up VC, it is VV. Then you could vote with that VC. VE stands for voting escrow. It means your VC is locked on the contract, so that it is not a liquid form. So we are rewarding those locked tokens over unlocked tokens to encourage more lockups. Okay.
Most of the questions that people are asking in the chat have already been answered, so I'm just searching for something new.
I think few people are writing all the questions. Hmm. Hey guys, write some original questions about us, not copy pasting other questions.
All are different users, but it's just that in order to get reward, they are asking it again and again.
How many questions do you take from the live session?
Five.
5. Okay, if there's no good question, let's just wrap up this session and finish it. I think most of the questions are quite repetitive now.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So just wait for another 1 minute, and then if we did not get any questions, we'll end.
Hmm. Okay, maybe it is a fundamental and maybe a question that many people are want to ask. When airdrop with the kissing era? Okay, of course we don't know when it will be TGE, but it is confirmed that there will be a TGE because in their white paper there's the written role of of their own token as a governance token to ensure the safety of the chain itself using ZK Porter. Uh, they require staking of their tokens to be the node operator when they decentralize their sequencers. So TGE is confirmed, and also it is a strong trend that there should be an airdrop to the users and protocols that contributed. So yeah, there will be an airdrop, and we're expecting it to be next 2 quarter. I mean, the early half of the year. So hope so, but yeah, we don't know when it is. But when we get the airdrop from the as a protocol, we've announced promise to the users that we're gonna share half of the tokens directly to the users in proportionate to our passport score, which we quantify the contribution of the users. So you when you're using Velocore on ZK Sync or Linea, you're farming 2 tokens at once. One from the ZKE from ZK era and VC from Velocore. So it is the dual farming actually. So if you're an airdrop hunter, yeah, leave a transaction on Velocore. Okay, maybe
Yeah, I
last.
have also selected. Yeah, yeah, I have selected one question.
Okay.
It is kind related to marketing, but you can answer it. He wants to say that if you do not advertise your project in the right places, your risk losing the momentum of the project is quite high. Your risk of losing the momentum. So, what measures are you taking in this regard?
Could you paste the question in the Telegram?
Sorry?
Could you paste the question on the Telegram?
Yeah, yeah, just give me 1 minute.
Okay. Yeah, I think I've already answered this question during the AMA, but we're currently doing a lot of marketing and actually co-marketing activities. If you go to our Twitter, we tweet and retweet a lot in like partnership announcement with the major protocols on our ecosystems, and sometimes AMA co-hosted by the Chain Foundation itself, and sometimes co-hosted AMA with other protocols. And we also are currently running 2 to 3 quests on Zilli Quest, Tascon, and Galaxy, like that kind of platforms. So we do a lot of marketing activities and living closely with other ecosystem partners to keep up our marketing. Also, we write a lot of Medium articles. We've written about like 20 to 30 articles so far. We even have a mirror Velocore research that we deep dive in certain topics. Currently, we have a topic regarding the fee generation of the DEX, and we are preparing another topics in the future. But yeah, we are doing a lot of efforts.
Thank you for that, Jerome. So this ends our third round, and this brings us to an end to a wonderful conversation. You were kind
All
enough
right.
to answer all the question, and all the question answered will be rewarded. Prior to that, they have followed both the communities on all the social media platforms. So this ends our wonderful conversation. Before we end this, Jerome, do you have anything to say about us?
Thanks for hearing this lengthy conversation. And if you still haven't used zk-sync and Linea, it is really easy. You could just add chain and bridge it using official bridge or C bridge, any bridge you want. Everyone integrated them, and then experience Velocore. Uh, yeah, thanks for the AMA, and thanks for the time, guys.
Pleasure to have you here. And this ends our wonderful AMA. We'll be back with another AMA soon. Bye bye, everyone.
All right, bye.